Football boots come in many price categories, and these days, you can both get boots with whopping price tags and some that are more affordable. But what is the deal with that?
And are cheap boots bad, and maybe even to be considered as fakes? Well, no. But today I'm gonna try and explain the differences between the expensive models and the cheap ones, why the cheap ones are even here, and also hopefully help you figure out which is the model for you. But the question you'll probably be asking is, why? Why would you have 3 or 4, maybe even 5 versions of the same model? And the answer to that question is options, because the more options the brands can give you, well, the higher the chance they have of hitting you with a price point that you are happy to buy, where you're happy with both the price and the quality of the boot that you're getting. So, of course, the brands, they want to sell as many boots as possible, and if they can't get you to fork out for the 280 euro top boot or the middle range 130 euro boot, well, then you buying the 80 euro boot is still better than you buying nothing at all. Think of it as car companies, because they both make these boss level cars and slightly cheaper cars, but common for them all is that they'll get you from point A to point B. You might feel a little different and more awesome in the expensive cars, but the same thing applies for the boots. They're all boots, you can be an awesome player in all of them. The only difference is how much you want to pay for the best possible tech, fit, and weight. But outside of the price, what are the typical differences between all the price points? Well, to make it a bit easier to understand, let me try and split it up into tiers. So we have tier 0, which would be the plus laceless Adidas boots and the Mizuno made in Japan boots. Then we have tier 1, which are as good, if not often sometimes even better than the tier 0. That would be the Nike Elite boots and the point 1s from Adidas and from Puma. We have tier 2, which would be the Nike Pro boots and point 2s from Adidas and Puma. And then we have tier 3, which would be the Academy boot from Nike and, surprise, surprise, the point 3s from both Adi and Puma. And finally, we have tier 4, which would be the club boot from Nike and the point 4 from Adidas. This means that the top boots, the tier 0s and tier 1s, are the best football boots in terms of fit, performance and weight, because they're built with the latest and most innovative technologies and also the most advanced processes that the brands have. It also means they range from between 200 euros to 330 euros plus. But just remember that the tier 1 boots in terms of quality and performance and weight are as good, sometimes even better than the tier 0 boots, depending on what you're looking for. The tier 2 boots here will range from between 100 to 150 euros. And honestly, you can find some absolutely awesome value for money here, because often the boots are built with slightly older technology from the brands or simply just constructed to be as similar to the high-end models as possible, just with a cheaper execution. And like I said, some boots are absolutely amazing for the price, while others are a bit more average. Now, tier 3 here is built with, should we say, durability and accessibility in mind. They typically range from 70 to 100 euros, but the quality for the money is actually getting better. For instance, you get the NetFit system from the Future 19.1 on the Future 19.3. Finally, the tier 4 boots are where the brands aim to make them as cheap as possible and make them look like the top-end models. And it shows. But okay, Jay, I get that the high-end models are expensive and nice and awesome, and I should aim to get those. But is it okay to buy a Pro or point 2 model? Well, I don't see why not, just as long as you're aware that as the price drops, well, so does the build quality, the materials, and the fit. But on the other hand, all of these are football boots, and if you're a good player, you will still be that no matter what you wear. But which is the boot type for you? Well, as always, you should let me know in the comment section right down below. And if you want any of these boots, you can go cop them via the link right over there. But before you go to the playlist to learn some very wicked skills, remember to hit the subscribe button with the bell notifications button to not miss a single of our upcoming awesome videos. And with that said, guys, I'm signing off. Cheerio.